shop. The nerve, the audacity. Okay. So if you rebuke me for working with someone else on a couple of V's, what do you really think of the nigga that's making your beats? I've done things for him I thought that he never would need. Father had to stretch his hands out and get it from me. I pop style for 30 hours, then let him repeat. Now you popping up with the jokes, I'm dead, I'm asleep. I just left from over by y'all putting pen to the sheets. Tired of sitting quiet and helping my enemies eat. Keep getting temperature checks, they know that my head overheats. Don't know why the fuck you niggas listen to Denim and Steve. Must have had your infrared wrong, now your head in a beam. Y'all are the spitting image of whatever jealousy breeds. Don't push me when I'm in album mode. You're not even top 5 as far as your label talent goes. You send shots while I got a never have a Virgil in my circle and hold him back cause he makes me nervous. I want to see my brothers flourish to their higher purpose. You niggas leeches and serpents. I think it's good that the teachers are learning. Yeah.
Ooh, let me turn it down. Ooh, I'm sorry, that beat, man. Them bars. I mean, damn. Let's see what Drake do, man. Let's see what completely different, man. It's crazy how people could say things and they could just make your whole perception change overnight. Believe me, that's crazy. Anyway, though, what's going on, everybody? This is just going to be a roundup of the games that I played this month. Streetfighter 30th anniversary. I got to give you guys a little disclaimer about that game. A warning for those of you who plan on playing on PC. And there is a problem on PC with 2 of these games, State of Decay 2 and Street Fighter. For the PC guys out there, you might want to say something about this. I'm going to point this out to you guys, and hopefully you guys deal with the issue. But what I'm noticing is that they're doing like bad porting. Now, Windows 10 is expected. State of Decay on Windows 10, very bad optimization for the game. But on PC, you have to like play with the Windows setting in order to get a resolution. And the highest resolution I could get is 1440p for some reason, and it couldn't go higher. And I don't understand why they did that. Whereas on the Xbox it's 4K. So the Xbox One X has a 4K version. So low-key, they kind of made the Xbox One version a little bit better. So with that being said, I'll start out with State of Decay and give you my thoughts on the game. I did complete State of Decay. I beat it. And I am disappointed in State of Decay 2 for one main reason. One of the main reasons I'm disappointed in State of Decay is because the mission structure was better than the first one. So the second one, it's no reason for them to have it set up that way. But I heard that they're going to be releasing 2 expansions for the game. So hopefully those expansions make the game better. But currently, State of Decay 2 is kind of disappointing. You do have to play the game multiple times in order to say you completed it. The way the game is set up, you have to play 4 times and beat it. So you have to beat it at least 4 times to say you completed everything in the game. Now, with that being said, Detroit Become Human, out of all of these 3 games this month that I said I was going to get, that would be the recommended game that I would get if I was you guys. Detroit Become Human is really good. Now, it is different than what people may be used to because it is an interactive game, sort of similar to what the Telltale Games is doing. But in my opinion, it's not a bad game. So with that being said, I think it's a game that people should get or check out. Now, let's talk about Street Fighter 30th anniversary because that's a problem. For some reason on PC, I couldn't get any resolution or frame rate options at all. And I'm not understanding why they did that. If you're going to get Street Fighter 30th anniversary, you're probably better off getting it for console. So for you PC guys out there, they kind of did us dirty. I have the PC version, and there's no optimization settings for frame rate or resolution. I don't see any option. I looked around. I spent the whole hour just checking it out, and I don't see it. And State of Decay and Street Fighter, for some reason, the PC version is looking real greasy, looking real bad. So if you guys are on PC and you plan on getting these games, be very careful. The console might be the best place to play those games. The PC got no love as far as the porting goes, and I'm very disappointed. State of Decay 1 had much better optimization and graphical options than 2 does, and that doesn't even make sense. Yo, Noctom, what's good? So just be warned. So State of Decay, I'm hoping State of Decay 2 comes to Steam and they give you better options, because the Windows 10 version, man, that's disappointing. That's a very disappointing port, or whatever they want to call it. It definitely is a port, because the options are almost identical to the Xbox One version. They didn't do anything. So with that being said, man, State of Decay 2 and Street Fighter 30th Anniversary, stay away from those on PC if you plan on getting it to play it in 4K or to play it. Well, State of Decay does have one advantage. It is 60 frames standard on PC. I didn't see any way to change the frame rate, but I did test the frame rate last night, and the frame rate was stably staying at 60 frames. So they did give you 60 frames of State of Decay on PC, and it does make a difference when the action gets crazy. State of Decay 2 wasn't bad. Nah, it kind of was bad on PC. It kind of was bad on PC. There's no optimization options, so that is bad. When you buy a game on PC, the first thing you're going to want to do is change the resolution or frame rate to whatever your specific resolution or frame rate is. Some people have a preferred resolution, and some people have a preferred frame rate. And State of Decay 2 on Windows 10 does not give you the option unless you play with certain features to actually change your resolution. Let alone, I didn't see any option for the frame rate. So I noticed that the PC version is no love. And the same thing for Street Fighter. Street Fighter 30th Anniversary was highly different. I may try to refund that and go get the console version, because I was very disappointed in the PC version, because I have every Street Fighter game that came out on PC in my Steam library. So I wanted to get this to complete my collection, but that optimization to me makes me want to get my money back just to not support what they did. So I don't like when they do that. So with that being said, man, just stay away from the Street Fighter collection, the 30th Anniversary collection, which is bad. It's very hard, painful for me to say that, but it's just being honest. If you wanted optimization, resolution, frame rates, don't get it for PC. You're not gonna get it. So just be warned about that. You know. So with that being said, man, Detroit Become Human surprisingly is really good, and I guess I'm saying it's surprising because when I first saw it, I was not impressed, and nor did I have interest in the game. But I said I wanted to play something different and give it a chance. And yeah, I'm enjoying the story, man. I'm enjoying it. I didn't get a chance to play it yesterday. I was on State of Decay. All my spare time went to State of Decay 2 because everything. Yeah, I just said it. Depending on your threat level, the siege is one way, and now it's just zombies could just bust in the window. But I've been playing State of Decay since it came out, and I haven't got sieged yet. And I had a very high threat level. If I go live right now and show you my threat level, notch before you max out the threat level, and I never got sieged yet. And even when the siege happens, like I said, you used to like board up your windows and stuff in that game, and you can't do it now. And I'm disappointed that they took stuff out of State of Decay. They didn't add. So I'm hoping this expansion is going to add some of those missions back in, like the sieges, where you would have to help people who were getting sieged, and it was like a real legit mission. So some of the mission structure in the State of Decay is very lazy. And it doesn't make sense to me that it came out like this, considering they took so many years to actually develop the game. They put co-op in because a lot of people wanted it, but it's like that's all they did. So I'm disappointed in the overall. I don't know. Maybe I'll stream it. Who knows? I highly doubt I'll stream it because I suck at the game because I haven't played Street Fighter 3. So I don't know. It depends. It depends. You got State of Decay, Detroit Become Human, and you got Street Fighter 30th Anniversary. Everything else I was not interested in. So those are the 3 games that I checked out. And out of the 3, I would have to pick Detroit Become Human as my game of the month of May. So, you know, that would be the game I would recommend you get if you didn't. It's a nice little game to play. All Sony first-party exclusives is hitting worldwide appeal. Every game comes out, sets the bar. I don't think Detroit Become Human is setting any bars. I don't think the game is doing anything really revolutionary, nothing new, not setting any bar, none of that stuff, because it's a glorified point-and-click interactive game like Telltale games. You know, for some reason, when I give my honest opinion of this game, people kind of like freak out. He said, I'm crazy, stop it. What's so special about Detroit Become Human other than the story being good? What is it that you see that's actually special? What's different between that and Batman Season 2 on Telltale? It plays better than nah, see, that's actually an opinion. Saying Detroit Become Human plays better than the Telltale game is an opinion, other than the frame rate. But I think the graphics are not that great in certain scenes. The textures are bad. The control scheme is very awkward. So some people would actually end up hating the control scheme. You know, like, I'm a stickler for mechanics, and the mechanics in Detroit Become Human are intriguing to me, but they can definitely be considered terrible to a lot of people who never played with those type of controllers before. So that's all an opinion when you say that Detroit Become Humans controls are like anything special. The graphics innovate slightly over God of War. Look, I'm gonna be honest with you guys, and I'm gonna just say it because I like to have these discussions. I think the reason you guys are saying that Detroit Become Human has better graphics than God of War, because I've been seeing y'all say that. I think the reason you guys are saying that is because you guys are so used to that film grain. And that's a very sad thing, because that's like a console thing. You know, and I got spoiled by not, you know, by being able to play in 4K native without motion blur and film grain. I know how terrible that shit is. And I give kudos to Sony for taking the frame rate and motion blur option and putting it on in God of War, because the first thing I did was take all that shit off, and I enjoyed God of War so much more once I was able to take off the film grain. And it's something that is just killing me with Detroit Become Human. I hate film grain. It's like a pet peeve of mine. I cannot. It kills me, man. And Detroit Become Human probably is a good looking game to you guys, but it's not to me, because the film grain takes from so many of the scenery and so much of the images. Like, I took a lot of stills. I'll probably upload them on Twitter later today so you guys can see what I'm saying. But the film grain is ugly, man. It's really an ugly effect. I wish they would stop putting that in games like that. Let me read the comment you just wrote. Every developer that Sony has is going for a different experience for a platform that Sony is providing. I didn't say anything's wrong with it. I did not say anything wrong with and motion blur. Thank you, Visions. I agree with you. So basically, majority of PlayStation is hitting for different audiences every game. RWJ says something. Let me see. Graphics are insane. Even Digital Foundry are stunned by it. Pony Foundry is stunned by a PlayStation exclusive. That's not a surprise. It's the best in this genre. Yeah, I would agree with that. I would agree Detroit Become Human game in the genre. I'm not going to take from the game. The game is a good game, but it just has things with it that I don't dig, man. Yo, Clifton, what's good, fam? But I would give it that. I would say it's the best point and click interactive game out there. I would definitely say that. But like I said, I wouldn't pay $60 for it. If I didn't get a discount on the game, I wouldn't have brought it. I would not pay $60 for a point and click interactive game. I don't think they're worth $60. But Detroit Become Human is a good game, and if you got the $60 to spend, yeah, it's worth it. It's worth playing. But is it worth $60? I'm still on the fence about that. I'm still on the fence about the $60 for an interactive movie. I'm sorry, that's what it is. Sorry, ponies. But you're gonna get the truth here. And Detroit Become Human is a definite interactive movie. It's like the Blu-ray video game movie. It's worth it, but I don't know about $60. I don't know about that. It's worth playing. I don't know about if it's worth $60. If you get that discount code, go on ahead and cop that. But $60, I would probably hold on to my money, man. Probably hold on to my money. It's a good experience, though. I will give it that. It only is doing great with exclusives that Xbox is not. We already know the narrative is that Xbox is taking the L for this generation. We already know that. Even Nintendo's killing them right now. So we know that. We know that. But like I said, Detroit Become Human is a glorified Telltale game in my opinion. It is good. Telltale games are good as well. But Telltale games are $25. And that's why I think maybe they spoiled me. You know, graphically, Detroit shits all over Telltale games. That's a fact. But like I said, as far as it being a $60 game, I feel like they should have kind of met me halfway on that, maybe 40, 49. Not 60 plus tax, man. I don't see that game being a 60 plus tax game. I just don't. Once you beat the campaign 3 times, get all the 3 different roads, or I think there's at least 3. It probably may be more. I'm just speaking from speculation at this point. So depending on how many hours you put into the game, it may be worth it. But like I said, if I didn't get that 20% code, I don't think I would have brought the game. I would have probably rented it or borrowed it or found some way to trade in for it or something. I just wouldn't have paid $60. It wasn't happening. Not to throw shots, Jimmy, but do you have a game like Detroit Become Human? I would bet you any amount of money that Microsoft makes a game like Xbox will hype it up. I agree. I'm not gonna lie to you, but yeah, Xbox does have a game like Detroit Become Human. It's called Any Telltale Multiplat. That's on Xbox. But nah, I hear what you're saying. Yeah, it's not about console exclusives though. Detroit Become Human, no matter what, if it was a multiplat or anything, I still would say what I just said. It doesn't even matter. I still would have said what I just said. You know that's a block. I ain't even gonna read that comment. So yeah, that's my opinion of it though, man. Detroit Become Human is definitely good. State of Decay is getting the most of my time so far. Unfortunately, man, we look like we about to hit a little dry spell for a little second here now, as far as games go. So I guess it's backlog time. I don't see nothing else really coming out that I want between now and September. So, you know, summer's kind of busy for me anyway. So it looked like it might be forcing me to be out there doing what I got to do. Damn, his fucking truck is, damn, I know he tight. Somebody already just smashed his joint. Yeah, so that's that, man. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie, man. Y'all need to just stop it. I'm not even gonna read those comments. I'm gonna just block you. It ain't even worth it. So that's what I'm saying. As far as this time of the year, man, it's looking real dry. I guess E3 will bring some news, and people could jump on that. That's about it. Yeah, now that I think about it, though, there is nothing coming out between now and Spider-Man. That's crazy. Cycle Gamer said, what would I rate Detroit? On a scale of 1 to 10, I would give Detroit a 7. It's a good game. It's not like no great breakout game like God of War. God of War would get like a 9 from me, man, even possibly a 10. I really like God of War. Like that's the perfect game to me. God of War, the only reason I wouldn't give God of War an absolute 10 is because I could tell the hardware was limiting that game from doing what it wanted to do. But I would give Detroit like a 7. It's a solid 7 so far. If I beat it and it continues on the path it's on, it ain't gonna go to no 8. I'm gonna give it a 7. But with me having about 8 hours in, I would give that game a 7. Because I'm probably gonna have it beat by the weekend. But the weekend looked busy for me, so maybe not. But I hope by the end of the weekend I'll have it beat. So, but the best game this generation so far for me is God of War. I'm gonna give God of War game in the gen so far to me. I really like God of War. I wish they had more scenes with that dragon in it though, where you could fight them. That's what I wish. But let me know real quick, man, what other games y'all think is coming out now between now and Spider-Man that look good, man. Yeah, God of War is your game of this gen too, right? See, that's good to see you say that. That's keeping it 100. Jimmy, you copping a Jurassic Park game? Hell no, bro. Mario Tennis, nope. Jurassic Park, Mario Tennis, no sir. There's no Nintendo game I'm getting anytime soon. They're gonna have to announce a new game for me to buy it. There's nothing that I see. They street Nintendo. My Switch is just collecting dust, man. I literally, it's like 4 months now I ain't turned on that Switch. I think I turned it on once. And I just turned it on. I didn't like touch it. I just turned it on, make sure it booted, I unplugged it. I powered it off and then unplugged it because I got my Nintendo plugged into the same outlet as one of my external hard drives. So I'll be swapping that plug in and out. So in order for me to play my Nintendo, I have to unplug my hard drive. So I'll be like, nah, man, we ain't playing on Nintendo. But I need to beat Zelda for real. I really need to beat that game. So I could get a certain God Black off my back on my phone ring. So anyway, that's that, man. That's my opinion on those joints. Like I would get a Sega console if it came out because Sega was my shizzle, man, back then, man. Man, I love me some Sega. Nintendo is what I came. That Sega came out, I was like, just Genesis. I was like, what is this hotness beat? Oh Lord, Moonwalker came out. Man, let's play that game so bad I would play with 2 players and pick the red suit just so I could play in a different outfit. That was like my first experience with skins. Pause. I was like, yo, they got the white suit, Michael, and then the red suit if you would play it too. I would play a 1 and then play the whole game as player 2. Just so I could play with her. People would be like, yo, that stream just sniped. They'd be like, how you got a red suit? I'd be like, yo, dog, I'm just nice like that, man. I'm just nice like that, man. I'm just nice like that there, man. So that was like my first introductory to consoles, and I was heavily in that console war because people who either had a Genesis or a Nintendo, I had both. I was like, look at here, man. I go where the games go, dog. I go where the games go, dog. And that was that. That was that. So the console ain't nothing new. This console generation, though, is whack as far as the war, man. Damn Xbox, man. I wanted y'all to do better than this, man. They went out badly. From 2013 up until currently right now, they just took a beating. Like, they just took the beating, man. Xbox didn't even try, man. Anyway, it is what it is. It is what it is, man. So anyway, that's it, man. It's like it's going to be a little dry spell until E3. So I guess it ain't really too much to talk about as far as gaming news, man. You know, ain't much going on. Ain't nothing happening. I don't see no other game between now and September that I even want to go get. So that's what it is. That's what it is. So Detroit is going to be my of May. Part of me. Detroit is going to be my game of May. If you want to get any game recently that came out, stay away from Streetfighter 30th anniversary on PC. From that game on PC, you will be so disappointed if you get it on PC. Matter of fact, I think I'm definitely going to refund the PC version and just go get the console version so I could play it, because you do not get any 4K option. You do not get any frame rate option. All you get is VSync and full screen and the option to adjust the size of the screen. That's all you get. You don't get no resolution or frame rate options on PC. So be very careful. And the game is definitely running at 1080p. I can tell it's definitely not running at 4K, which is extremely disappointing because they could have done things to the game using 4K resolution just to simply make it look better. He said Octopus Travel's coming in July on the Switch. Nah, no thank you, fam. Only reason I'm keeping my Switch is because of the mod and hacking thing. And I know I have a moddable version, which means the value of it would go up once they bring out the new model Switches. The only reason I'm keeping it. Because if I traded my Switch, I'm not one of these people that'll trade in a console and go get it back. If you get me to the point where I trade your ass in, you standing there. You ain't coming home. You ain't coming back home. He said, not causing any trouble or anything. Do you think me and Hardy will ever get along again? I don't think so. I don't know. You know what? I'm not, look, let me tell y'all something real quick, because that's that drama bullshit. I don't have a problem with people on YouTube to say I don't get along with them. I don't have a problem with nobody I don't know personally. It would be something where I have an issue with them. It's not that serious for me. I feel like people on YouTube don't, you know, the people that have the issues, it's like they don't like me. I don't be thinking about nobody enough to be like, I don't like this person. I can't get along with this I hate this person. Every time I see this person, I get triggered. I'm not that kind of person, man. You know, life is hard out here. You know, you gotta take care of your bills. You gotta take care of your family. You gotta go to work. You gotta go to school. I focus on like improve more than any. I find myself thinking about somebody. I check myself. I reevaluate what I'm doing because that means you got spare time. And if you wasting spare time on something negative, you should stop doing that. Whether it be a person, an issue, anything. If it's anything like, say your car break down and it's $500 to fix it, why go crazy over that? You gotta come up with the $5. God ain't gonna give you anything you can't handle. If you don't got the 500, you gotta wait till you got it. It's no point in going crazy. There's no point in keep thinking about it. Next thing you know, you upset. You taking that out on your girl. You taking that out on your family. You taking it out on your friends. You taking it out on your viewers or whoever you may be angry with. But I don't do that. I'm personally the kind of person, if somebody do something I don't like, I immediately keep it moving. The beauty of social media is that when somebody's irritating to you on social media or pissing you off, you could just simply click a button and never have to worry about that person again. That's the beauty of social media. But I don't have any problem with a person on YouTube to the point where I say we could never get along. I don't have that kind of a problem to say that I'm never going to get along with somebody. But I could tell when somebody just don't like me. And I've been getting a lot of like hate from people in the gaming community that are content creators. Like the whole achievement and trophy thing that I talked about yesterday. People swear you're a bad person for having your achievements or trophies hidden when there's reasons for why somebody may want to do that. You just had the friend request me to see them. So I just looked at people like, yo, y'all really taking this shit serious. People genuinely have an issue with you and they never met you. You feel like you got to act out on it, then you have a mental problem because you could simply click a button and never have to view that person's the lagging out. But that's the one good thing about social media. You could just simply not even see the person if you don't like them. And that's what I do. I'm gonna be honest. If somebody gives me bad energy, I just don't fuck with their content. I'm subscribed to them. I don't watch them. I don't follow them on Twitter. I don't see what they're saying. That's it. No contact. And that's better. He said it's hard out here for a pimp. Facts. Yeah, as far as my view on Hard 8, I don't have a view on Hard 8. I don't have a good or a bad view on him. I have no opinion. I just don't have an opinion, man. It's not that serious to me. You know, me and him didn't really know each other like that for him to even really have an opinion in me. I don't have an opinion of him. I don't have nothing bad to say about him. You know what I mean? It is what it is. Like, I wish him luck. You never know, man. This is life. This is how life works, man. That's why it pays to just be diplomatic and keep it moving. I could be out of the podcast and he could be in the podcast. Not saying that'll happen or that it won't happen. You just never know. You just never know with shit. So I just don't take the shit that serious, man. It just ain't that important to me. It's not. Social media is something I enjoy. It's annoying, so I don't really fuck with it too much. Am I gonna check out Vampire? I might, because I think they gave me a review copy of that game. I may check it out. I think I saw an email that I got a review code for that game, so I may check that out. I might, but I don't like taking review codes for games that I'm not gonna review, because then it's like I got like a ton of games that get sent to me for review, and I don't like that Vampire game. I've been watching it, and it honestly low-key don't. It might be like meh, and I'm already to Decay too. Like, you know what? Personally, if I don't like Vampire, that's the whole focus around something as far as bringing it to YouTube. Now, Detroit Become Human is a huge game. My opinion is not going to affect it. If I get like 2 out of the game, ooh, but it's a game that I actually recommend people try, even though people think that I like bash the game. You know what I'm saying? So Vampire looks like a game I would have to give a bad review to. So I don't think I'm going to take the review code. Because then I'm going to have to like shit all over that game. I'll like checking it out, but that means that I'll either have to like find a way to rent the game or play the game without getting the review code from the company that's sending them out. Because I don't want to waste time like that. Yeah, I like Detroit Become Human. I like it. I had an opinion on the graphics, and people would like think that's a very people tell me that Detroit Become Human looks as good as God of War, better, and I'm like, what? Pardon me, what display am I using? Because I don't see what they see. But then I know it's the film grain, and me being a PC gamer versus them being a console gamer, you have different eyes when you play 60 4K native, 1440p 120. Like, I remember the first time I played 120 frames, I was sick. Like, I got sick playing that. I said, yo, I was dizzy. I had to go lay down. I was talking to one of my boys. I said, yo, how come I felt sick when I played this? And he said, because I wasn't used to the frame rate. So I had to, like, go lay down. I was mad dizzy, and I felt mad sick. And that was because 120 frames was so different. And this is coming from somebody that was used to playing 30 frames. I not only doubled, I quadrupled my frame rate intake. This is some real geek shit I'm talking right now. And that made me sick. And I was like, wow. You know, the game was moving so funny to me. Like, it was moving weird. It was like I was on a boat or something. Like, I was going in 360 circles to try and see if I could see the difference between 30 frames and 120. And all I did was get sick. It was that crazy. So once I got used to playing at high frame rates and resolutions and stuff like that, and my preferred resolution and frame rate is 4K 60, which was hard to achieve until like maybe 2 years ago. So I've been playing a lot of games at 4K 60. And, you know, when I see something that's 30 frames or it's not native 4K, I could tell. And especially if I see motion blur, I could tell when I see that type of stuff. So when I see that in the game and I speak on it, a lot of console people get a little bit triggered, and I'm used to it because I used to be just like them. So I understand that people are going to go, hey, Detroit looks amazing. And I get it, but you're looking at checkerboard 4K at 30 frames with film grain. And this is coming from somebody who plays native 4K 60 frames with no motion blur or film grain. So my eye is looking at this and seeing something completely different from what you're seeing. And I get it. So I don't attack people, but a lot of people don't understand the differences. And you won't understand it until you try it for yourself. You know, you try 4K native 60 frames and that shit is stable, and you go back to like a game like Detroit, it's gonna look good, don't get me wrong. It's definitely competing with PC. I'm not gonna make it like it's night and day, because it's not, but you just see a difference. You just do. Detroit and God of War definitely give PC a kick in its ass. I will give it that. God of War is some shit I don't think we'll ever see on PC. That's a game that is fucking amazing to me. You know, so I would like to see it on like a max hardware. Like, I would love to see what they could do with God of War if they had like a 1080 Ti and you know, i7 to run that game, and they could just let go completely. That game would look fucking fire. You know, so that is what it is. I get excited when I start talking about hardware. My fault. I was starting to get a little hype. What about God of War look better than Detroit? I just explained it to you. What made God of War look better than Detroit to me is the lack of motion blur and frame film grain. I kept having this issue with God of War where I thought it didn't look as good as it should. I discovered that you can turn off the motion blur and the film grain, which Sony does a good job of actually giving you the option to remove that. Uncharted also lets you take off these features, which made Uncharted 4 look better. Uncharted Lost Legacy looks amazing. Here we go with God of War. Take off the film grain and motion blur, I'm in heaven. Detroit Become Human. It forces it down my throat. Pause. I'm not digging it. But Detroit looks good, but I see they're hiding flaws in the texture settings with the film grain. It's clear that they're doing that to hide things. And it's all right. It's okay. The game is still good. She said giant difference with PC. I mean, yo, the PlayStation has been doing exceptionally well, man. Horizon Zero Dawn, God of War, games like that. Even Until Dawn. Those games give a lot of PC games a run for their money. A lot of PC games. I mean, straight kicking the ass, man. So PlayStation has this generation really given you a reason to go buy one. I'm gonna be honest. They've given PC people, they've given Xbox people, they've given Nintendo people. I don't care what your preferred platform is. They have given everybody something that will give them a reason to go buy a PlayStation, and that's what you're supposed to do. So I'm not gonna knock PlayStation, even though I prefer Xbox. I'm not gonna knock PlayStation, because if you're really into games, then you kind of gotta get one. You kind of need one. You're missing out if you don't play a PlayStation. So PlayStation will never get disrespect from me for that. They have managed to do that for 4 consoles. If you didn't have a PS1, a PS2, PS3, or PS4, you were tripping, my guy. You were tripping. That is a fact. You were bugging if you never played a PlayStation console. You missed out on some good times on every platform. So I give them that. I give them that. As a person who enjoys gaming as a hobby, if you didn't own a PlayStation ever, you were tripping. You were just cheating yourself. So I give them that. Even PC is getting kicked in the ass by PlayStation this generation. They are even getting kicked in the ass. So it's real right now. It's real. PlayStation is really doing anything. I give them that. I give them that. Anyway, guys, I'm about to end the stream. If anybody wants to ask me any quick questions, that'll be cool. But just for the record, man, I want y'all to be very clear on something. There's people in this community that I don't really dig their energy. That's as far as it goes for me. It's not a thing where I dislike people. I don't I don't like them. I got a problem with them. I just think some people in this, I think a lot of people in this community have bad energy. I give off bad energy, but I'm only doing that as a defense mechanism too. I'm not out here going to people, starting with them. I'm not causing trouble. I just tell the truth about something, and people get mad sometimes. But I don't go around starting with people and giving off bad energy. But there's a lot of bad energy in this community, and what I do is I try to avoid that. There's no need for me to want to have bad energy in my life. I think everyone should be that way. You know, it's rough enough when you turn off social media and you go outside and you got to deal with getting good grades or paying bills or, you know, your family or whatever drama's going on in your life. You don't need to come on social media and be giving off bad energy. That's just my opinion. So I just want you guys to know that. If you ever see something going on, start it. Always know that. I do not start problems because I have better things to do than start trouble with people. I actually try to mind my business for the most part. But anyway, God bless everybody out there who came to the stream, man. Thank you. And y'all be good, man. And like I said, man, it's going to be a little drought until E3, so let's see what happens. I know the day at E3, they like to let off some surprises, so we may have to wait until the second week of this month in order to get some nice little surprises. But until then, it might be a little dry. So I'm going to enjoy my semi-summer. I'm getting ready to go on vacation as well. So I'm going to enjoy life a little bit, man. I hope y'all don't mind. Anyway, y'all be good. Y'all be blessed. Stay away from that negative energy. And I'm out of here, man. Peace. Wait, if PS5 was 60 frames, I would get rid of my PC in a heartbeat. That's facts, but we know PS5 ain't going to be 60 frames. We know that. Later, y'all.